Thank you. Trinea Gonzar is a gymnast from Lansing, Michigan, and survivor of Larry Nassar, and she's also an advocate now for preventing sexual assault and helping other victims out there. Trinea is joining us live tonight. Thank you so much for talking to us.
Thank you for having me.
We heard Simone say she blames the entire system for what happened and their role. The FBI today, as an organization, admitted that they failed you and so many other gymnasts. Is that enough, admitting that they played a role in holding them accountable for what happened?
You know, that's step one, but it is not enough. And holding persons accountable would be actually taking the accountability internally and making sure that the persons that were involved and that the persons that did know and decided to either turn a blind eye or to brush it under the rug should be held accountable and face jail time, because hundreds and hundreds of little girls were assaulted as a result of their decision to not do their job.
It is shocking to me, Trinea, that it has been 6 years and we are still fighting for answers. I can't imagine what that feels like for you.
Yeah, it's extremely re-traumatizing. And unfortunately, you know, in most survivors' cases of sexual assault, the perpetrator doesn't even see justice. So in my case, I'm extremely privileged that my perpetrator is in jail. And doing the work that I do now with survivors of sexual assault, I realize, like it was said, if the top of the top agencies are not held accountable and are not trustworthy, then where is the hope for survivors?
The fact that this went on for so long and it was covered up for so long, it is still difficult for many to wrap their mind around the secrecy involved. What more needs to be done in the world of gymnastics to address this and also reform the system so it does not happen again?
Well, it needs to be an acceptance in the gymnastics community that we need to start over. And I think people don't like to be held accountable. They want to hold somebody else accountable and somebody else accountable and hold somebody else responsible for the decisions that were made in the past. And therefore, then no changes are made. It's just a bounce act. People keep pushing it on to somebody else. And in our case, in gymnastics, we need to stop where we are, and we need to start over, and we need to take survivors account and athletes into account of what it is that they've seen and what's gone wrong up to this point. Otherwise, we're just going to keep doing the cycle of crazy. If you keep doing the same things over and over again, you're just going to get the same results.
Right. We need a different approach. I hear you. You were friends with Larry Nassar, and for a time you defended him. What was the turning point for you?
Well, when I heard him on camera lie that he had not done this particular technique ever, and that he was not guilty of doing the technique, and I knew in my case the technique had been done hundreds of times, and that if he was lying about that, not just that it was medical, but that he was lying that he had done any of it at all, I realized it was time for me to stop, you know, hiding in the closet and praying that all of this was going to go away.
Trinea, during the trial, Larry Nassar was stoic. He did not react really to anything, yet your message did bring him to tears. What was that experience like for you? And if you had a moment to say something to him and any other abuser out there tonight, what would you say?
Well, I would love all of the abusers out there to know that we're coming. And I'm certain people probably get sick of hearing about our case, but we are here for a reason, and we are stronger than ever, and we are never going to back down. And I really hope that they know that we're coming. But to those survivors, in that same regard, we hear you and we believe you, and we will be there. We will be there when it crumbles. So there are places for survivors of sexual assault. They do exist. I'm happy to share my information always, just if somebody needs it. If I can give one voice to one person today, I've done my job.
And not just to survivors, but what is your message to young girls and boys who are aspiring gymnasts, who are in the gym working hard every day to prevent this type of thing from happening to them?
Well, my best advice to children is that if anybody ever tells you to keep a secret, that you have 5 safe people in your life, and that you tell 2 of those 5 that somebody told you to keep a secret, because that's typically a way a perpetrator is going to approach the behavior, is to tell the child that it's a secret. And so if the children do not have secrets with anyone, if they can have those safe people, then they're going to be better off. But if they're in the sport of gymnastics, it's an amazing sport. It's not the sport that did me wrong. It's not the beauty of gymnastics. It's the people that enabled the predator to prey.
Trinea, your voice is powerful. Thank you for sharing it with us tonight.